This presentation is about how to create animation controllers for your character with Mecanim. Okay. Before I continue, before I start my presentation, I would like to know you a little bit better. So who from you has already used the Mecanim in Unity? Okay. Only a few? Okay. Andy, I hope you use it one day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from beginners then. The basic in Mecanim. Is that interesting for everybody? Okay. And then we're going to also continue to more advanced features, but then also show what's coming out in Unity 5 for Mecanim. Okay. Is it interesting for everybody? Yeah.
Недоступен в этом зале. Нет. Нет.
Okay. So quickly about myself. I'm Callewaert. I live in Canada. I don't live in an igloo, but it's very cold. Okay. So right now there's still snow, and soon it will be over. Myself, I worked in the game industry. I worked on like Halo Wars, Rock Band, Halo Wars, Rage, games like that. But I love to make my own games. So when I discovered Unity, it gave me the ability to do that. I didn't have to sell my wife and my daughter to make games. Okay. Oh, that's for later on. So we're going to talk about Mecanim, and there's two examples we're going to go see. This example, come on, the right scene. The first example what we're going to make is this character, like when standing still, from standing still to running, turning left, turning right. And because we always want to save money, I did the motion capture, so waving. See, I'm standing still. Okay, you're going to stand still here, press wave. And also jumping. Okay, so okay, we're standing still, we're running, and we're going to jump. Okay, remember, I did the motion capture. Okay, everybody believes me here, that's really great. Okay, so I can wave, but also when I'm running, waving. So we're going to learn how to blend animations. So we're going to learn how we can do those different things. And after that, we'll see more about face animations and root motions in the example of Unity 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is do exactly the same setup with this character. And so the benefit of listening to this presentation to the end is how you will see and you will learn how you actually can reuse motion and make your own animation controllers. Okay, so right now I have this all set up on this character, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to remake it with another character. Like here, with a teddy bear. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I place a teddy bear in my scene. Okay. Okay. The first thing I want to do is create the idle animation. Okay, my character standing like just this motion. But I didn't make the motion on this character. I'm going to steal it from somewhere else. Okay, I could go here to the window, asset store. Okay. And there we can find example projects from Mecanim. And that's where you can take the animations from I will be using. Okay. The demo project is called Mecanim. Okay. So what I downloaded already. Okay, if I would type in here Mecanim. Okay. Mecanim. Okay. What we're going to see is we're going to find those animations here. So here you can see Mecanim example scenes, and you will find everything there what I show right in that project, and you will be able to download the animations too. Okay. So this character has no animations. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go here to my animations folder and have an animation idle. Okay. So we leave this character, I'm going to click on the animation tab, press play, and what we see is we see that character here, and we're going to steal that animation and apply it to that teddy bear. Okay. The teddy bear has a different proportion, different size. But how can we do that? Really simple. This character, I'm going to say that the rig is a human. I'm going to go to my teddy bear. Okay, to my teddy bear here. Not this one, but this teddy bear. Okay, and what I'm going to say, the rig is also human. What does that mean? Okay, configure. It places my character in a T-pose. Okay, it tries to find what is my head, what's my upper arm, what's my leg, what's my foot. Look here. Here it tries to find it. What's the hand? Well, it's this bone. It's this bone. You manually can drag it in, but it tries to find it. We wrote very intensively algorithms and a lot of naming conventions to find it out. Okay? So once it knows, okay, that's an arm, that's a forearm, that's a head, I can take the animation from another character and apply it to this teddy bear. It doesn't have to be the same skeleton structure. It can be totally different. It doesn't have to have the same proportions. Look at this. So we're going to go back here to done. Okay, going to go to my teddy. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I have to split it up. And how do I do that? Look, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to save the scene. And when I take my other character here, this character, okay, what we have to create is a controller. And this is a control that says which animation is playing when. Idle, run, or jump. So we're going to create that too. So look, I'm going to create an animation controller. Okay, we can call it Russia. Okay. So Russia will control what animation is playing. Okay. I'm going to go to my teddy bear, and it says, who's controlling the teddy bear? Russia. Okay. There it is. No. Nothing will happen on my teddy bear because look, the controller, Russia, is empty. What are we going to do? Look here. We're going to go to my character, the idle. Okay, the idle animation. Look, you're going to take the animation of that character and drag it in here. So this controller contains the Russia, contains the animation idle. I'm going to go to my scene, go to my teddy bear. I'm going to say, look here, Russia is controlling this. So when I press no play, the teddy bear has already that animation applied to it. So you see, what is the benefit of that? One, you can reuse animations from any other character applied to your character. The other benefit is that will reduce your memory footprint because you have one animation file for all your different characters. What's also very good is that that animation is not stored as a regular FBX, but stored in floating data. That means it's about 1/10 of the original animation file size. So we reduce it also. Okay, but now we see a problem here. This teddy bear is just like me. Lots of muscles on the side. Okay. So what we see is the arms are inside. We want that the arms are outside. The legs may be closer. Okay. No, we're going to use still the same animation, but do an offset on that animation. How do we do that? Really simple. Look, I go to my teddy bear, and the rig. We're going to configure this. And what I can do here, muscles. Muscles. Okay. Now, look here. We can define the range of motions. Okay. I'm going to go here to my teddy. Okay. So when we go here to the arms, like the left arm, up and down, look. That's the maximum up and the maximum down. I don't want that. I don't want to be inside. I want this the maximum. Okay, so let's do that. So the maximum is here. When I go up, I want a maximum go up there. So you see we're going to have a difference in the left arm and the right arm. Okay, I'm going to press apply. Okay, come on, calculate faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, done. Go to a teddy. And now when I press play, we see a difference, you see, in the left arm and the right arm. The right arm is a little bit more out. So you see, we're using one animation to apply that to all different characters of different sizes and ranges. Okay? So it even fits my body. Okay. That's really cool. We have the idle animation working. But I want to be able to go from idle to running. Okay, let's go do that. So we go to the animator Russia. Okay. Go to the animation. And we're going to go to run here. So we have the animation, and I have an animation here running. Okay. I take that animation, run, and drag it in here. Orange means that's the default animation it starts with. I can go from idle to run. See? Zzz, click. Let's see that. What happens in the game. Okay. I select my character here. Oh, no, my teddy. And I press play. What we're going to see, we are playing the idle animation. It's a long idle animation. And once the idle animation is played, Okay, Teddy. We're going to see, automatically, it's going to go from idle to run. See, my teddy bear is now running for the rest of its life. Okay? Bye-bye. Okay. Now what we can do is we can say, you run one time and go back to idle. What do I see? Look here. If the animation plays about 65%, I can do much a little bit more, maybe 75%. Then I'm going to blend. Okay, let's do that. Teddy. This is not Teddy. Okay, Teddy. Okay, press play. What we're going to see is we're going to play the idle animation. Uh-oh. Where's my camera? Hey. I know why. Okay. Display. Okay. And then hide this. So what's going to happen is Teddy will play the idle animation. Okay. Then it goes to run. It will play one time run. And then I'm going to go back to idle. Okay. See? Run one time. Come on, Teddy. And after idle, it's going to back to run. Make sense? It loops the animation. But I want to control when the animation plays. When I change from animation. This could be because there's an explosion. That could be because there's vodka on the other side of the table. My character wants to run to it. It could be because I press my button on my joystick. Could be a lot of reasons. It could be the more I move forward on my joystick, then I start to run. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Look here. Here, I can define a parameter. Okay, look here, click, a float. I have Boolean, trigger. I'm going to do a float, a value. I'm going to call it speed. Okay. I could call it anything. Okay. Now hear this. When will I go from idle to run? Well, when the word value, speed, is greater than 0.1. Okay. When will I go from run to idle? Well, when the value is less than 0.1. Okay. It's less than 0.1. Okay, so that could be when I press my joystick and the moment I hit forward a little bit of my joystick, well, only 10 minutes. Okay, I have an hour. Yes, okay. So when the moment I press my joystick forward, my character will start to run. Okay, when I move my joystick back to 0, it will stop to run. That's what I want to do. Look here now. I'm going to go to my character, my Teddy, I'm going to add a script. Interesting so far? Only one person. Okay, I'm going to go to idle run jump. Okay, you're going to open that script here quickly. So what I'm going to do is really simple here. Okay, this is my input on my joystick, horizontal and vertical. Hey, that could be for mobile, could be for my Xbox, could be for my console, could be for my computer. This gives me the vector of the speed when I press forward, and I'm going to connect that in the word speed. So the moment I press my joystick forward, the value goes to a little bit up, 0.1. I'm going to drive that in the word speed. It's very simple, eh? So look now. When I select my character here, okay, when I press forward, you're going to see the value of the word speed goes up, and my teddy bear starts to run. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that camera, and I'm going to make it a child of my teddy bear. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to go to my scene here, Teddy. Awesome. My camera, I'm going to say reset position. And reset rotation. Okay, place it here. Place it behind. So, press play. Okay. My character's in an idle, and the moment I press forward, I blend to running. The moment I stop, I am going to idle. Super simple, eh? But of course, in this case, what happens is I go from one animation to another animation. You agree? Okay. You agree? Okay, we're getting a little bit awake. Okay. Now, what I actually want to do is blend between different animations also. Why? Look, I'm running forward. Okay. Normally I'm running, but I cannot take my thing. So I'm standing still, and I change the state to running. What I want to do is, no, I want to go to left, turning left, and turning right. I do not want to run and then go a full run, full turn right. I want that based on my joystick. The more I press right, the more I start to turn right. Okay, I have here an animation. Okay, run, and I have run right. Press play. You see? So I stood there for a few hours doing the motion capture. No, I'm joking. Okay. So what I want to do is, if I'm running forward, and the more I press right, the more I go to right, fully turning right. If I do 50% of my joystick, half. Okay, what does that mean? We cannot make another state here, like I cannot do run left, because otherwise I go from full running forward to fully turning left. I don't want that. What I'm going to do is this. We're going to change the word right to a blend tree. Okay, what is that? That I can blend between different animations. Not fully, but even in between. So look here, plus, I'm going to add 3 motions to that. I'm going to say, here, run left. In the middle, run. Carl, run left. Okay, run. And run right. Run right. Okay, we have this now. Look here. So we have our run. When I click on it, it's actually a leaf. Look here, press play. This is my slider here. Okay. So in the middle, I'm going to run forward. When I press to the right, I go right. But you see nicely in between, I blend the 2 motions. That's a blend tree. So there's a difference between from a state to a blend tree. See, look, half between, and then, okay. Okay. But what we see is here, we see, hey, it's a linear blend tree from 0 to 1. Okay. Now in my script here, I'm saying this. The float of h, okay, that means turning left or turning right. Okay, that goes from -1 to +1. So I'm going to connect it in the word direction of my animation. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I go here, I'm going to add a value, a float, direction. Okay, so when I press right, that value goes to +1. If I press left, it goes to -1. So here, then I'm not going to drive it by the speed, but by direction. But the problem is here, you see, the value goes only from 0 to 1. I want it that it goes from -1 to 1. So look here, -1. Just change that value there. So no, look here, the result is nicely. Press play. And when I'm in the state running, when I press forward, we run forward. If I turn left, I go to the value running left. If I turn right, I go to the value right. See? See if I do in between here, like see, a little bit. The more I do, turning. So super simple to blend between the different animations. Okay? Interesting so far? Yes. Okay, cool. Now we want to do more. We want to be able, when I press the button, like my jump button or my fire button, jump. Okay. So we're going to go here to my animations. And I go to jump. And I have here, press play. See, that's the jump. I did the motion capture. Okay. It's true, yeah? Okay, everybody says yes. Okay, that's really good. Okay, I'm going to take that animation jump and I drag it in here. I want to be able to go from run to jump and from jump to run. That's really simple. Okay, look in code. If I'm in the state running and I press the fire button, then set the jump through. The value of the word jump through. Okay, let's do that. We're going to create here a value, this time a boolean. We're going to call it jump. So when I click the fire button, from run to jump, I'm going to say that only happens when the value of the word jump is true. When will I go back? On exit time, when 90% of the animation played, automatically go back to running. So press play. Run, turning left, turning right, and I press the fire button, jump. See? Okay. Now, when you look very carefully, And I don't like it. I'll tell you about it. So let's go to here. And let's see that analyzing here on this character. Okay. What we see is here, look at this. Look at his leg. I'm running. Okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah. And now I'm going to blend to jumping. But look at the legs. See, they're sliding there. Okay. Why is that? Look at that. Okay. I land here on the left foot, and now, see, they're like sliding. Why is that? Well, look here. That's my run animation here. That's my jump animation. The moment I hit the ground here, that means the right foot is on the ground. I'm actually doing the blending here in the middle. When the left foot and the right foot are both actually just changing from position, they're less stable when they're on the air. So I want that basically I do the transition here in this case when the right foot is on the left foot is on the left foot? Yeah. The left foot is on the ground. But I do the transition when the right foot is on the ground from the jumping. So look what I'm going to do. Take the jump. So I match him that the animation both are on the left foot. And now look this. Nicely we have the jump left foot. Over here. So I run. I land on the left foot. And now I do the transition to the jumping. Perfect. Super simply. Otherwise you have to do that in code. Go totally nuts. Cry every night. Okay. Of course we see it on this character. You wanted to see it on your character. No problem. Look here. I take Teddy. Replace it. Okay. And now we have it nicely. See? Okay, so, and final result we have run, and now I jump, nicely on the foot blending, no problem, no crying. Okay. The next step, I want to be able to wave while I'm running and while I'm jumping. Okay? Okay, let's do that now. Let's go to Teddy here. Okay. We go to the animator. It's like in Photoshop. We have a layer, a base layer, where I have all those animations. I'm going to create a new layer, an empty layer. So look, when I press play, the base layer is playing those animations, but the layer on top has no animations. So I perfectly see everything what's going on here. What are you going to do? In that new layer, I'm going to create an empty animation. So when I press play, an empty animation on top of my current animation, nothing will change. You agree? Yes, Carl. Very good. So, okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go here to my animations, and I'm going to go to my wave. Okay, I have here a wave animation. Hi. Okay. So I take that animation, okay, and I place it here. Okay. So, look, I'm going to set that one as a default for the moment. When I press play, what happens is, all my character animation is playing that wave animation because it's on top of my animation. Make sense? So now when my controllers don't work anymore. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I set that empty one as default. But I'm going to create here a boolean called high. When will I go from that state to there? When the boolean operator is high as true. And here in script I say, when I press fire 2, set the boolean operator high to true. Okay, now look this. I can go from wave back to there. So press play. Okay. So I'm playing the idle animation, the empty animation. Okay, and I run. But the moment I press no wave, no, that's jumping. Okay, when I press wave, it freezes whole the body because it plays all the animation of waving. I only want the arm to wave. We only want to use the arm animation. So what we're going to do is this. Really simple. We're going to create here an animation controller, a mask. Like in Photoshop, you can create mask. Look at avatar mask. I open that. Which part of the body I want to use? I only want to use this arm. Simple, eh? So now in my mask, click. New avatar, click. And look now. Press play. I run, jumping, and when I press fire, I wave and adjust my body and I stand still, and I wave again. See, Oh yeah, running. See? Now I can turn left, I can turn right, and jump. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, so good. We're learning here. Okay. What's that? Imagine now I want to repeat this all. Okay, look here. I'm going to take another character. Let's say a teddy bear 2. Okay, where is it here? I have characters. No, not that one. Okay, look, I have a total different. I know. I want the other teddy bear. I don't know where it is actually. Yeah, I say this character then. I paste it back in. What can I do now? Well, everything what I created for that teddy bear, look here. I'm going to create also an avatar for it. Here, an avatar, a controller. Click. And I say, who's controlling it on him? Russia. So I just take over, hold the same structure I created. And now I can say, add the same script to it. Done. This character is a total different proportion. See, there we have it. Of course, there's different sizes. But of course, look, what can I do now? To give it a little bit more the same, I can actually go to my Russia controller. Click here, Russia, animation controller. Do we have it somewhere here? I don't know where I saved it. I'm going to go to Russia. Yeah, okay, I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, and now I'm going to open that one and say maybe the run animation is 2 times faster. Okay, now I can go to my teddy and say you're going to use Russia 2 or Russia 1 here. Now press play. What we're going to have here when we stand still, we're going to start to run. See? Slow motion. Okay. So you can actually control the speed and then sync that up if you actually want to scripting. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Okay. Now you start to be wondering, that's all really cool, but will that work on mobile? Will that work with other tools in Unity? Well, look at here. Let's go to this scene. Okay. And what we're going to do, press play here. And we're going to spawn here some more characters and some teddy bears. Okay. We're going to spawn 200 characters here. And they're all using Mecanim, doing all those random animations. Okay. This nicely runs on an iPad 2, even too, on other mobile devices. And your problem is not the animation, it's pure the GPU skinning. So you see how before I'm still spawning here characters. See? Okay. Pretty cool, huh? So in the latest in Unity 4.3, we really optimized the blending, how it changes from state, to really run that on mobile devices too. Okay. Now, also cool is that it also works with our navigation mesh. So look here. I'm going to go here, press play. Okay. So when I click, oh, my teddy bear is not here. I don't know what I did with him then. Oh, sorry, but should be working this scene. I don't know what happens here. Teddy. Oh. I'm going to have to find out what's wrong with the scene. Okay. So, but another important thing I wanted to show you here is target match. No. Okay, this one. That's a very interesting one too. Press play. So we have our character playing an idle animation here. Okay. What are you going to do? You're going to click and put a bazooka. But what's really cool about that? It's not a different animation I loaded. The arms are just an inverse kinematic offset. So I'm still having one animation with an inverse kinematic offset. So super simple, and also for memory-wise very good. Now I can do here, I can do a little keyframe on that. So I just put another position in inverse kinematics with a bit damping, and there's no animation loaded for this, just in script. Also the spine, you see the spine is overwritten by a look at function. So even when the animation is controlling, I can still override it. And now we can go. Ah. Okay, where are you? Okay. So when I hit it, I can say go to another state. Yeah. Ah. Hey. the name of the teddy bear is Andy. Hey, Andy. No, Andy is here. Is from Unity. Is our evangelist. So okay. So it's really cool. And you saw how easy it is to create different controls with animations and that. How you can use it for mobile, for crowd simulation. Also works with navigation, and also some of the more important APIs you can use for inverse kinematic offset. Okay. With Mecanim, we really have a dedicated team on it. They're based in Montreal, and we're really building more and more. So that's what I want to show you, some of the features in Unity 5. You're going to go to Unity 5 here. Okay. What we have here, it's really simple. I have a character. And what we see here different facial animations on it. Okay, when I click, he looks angry, and then he goes back to smiling. How are those facial animations done? Well, you can import already in 4.3 your different bench shapes from Maya, 3ds Max, and Softimage into Unity. But you also can, since we upgraded to Unity FBX importer 2015, so we fixed there quite a bit bugs and problems with it. Okay. But we're going to have a little bit more in-depth looking at it. So let's go to our character here. Is that our character? Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to the animator and go to facial. Face expressions. Okay. What we see is you would think is a linear blend tree. That means I can go from that state to this state to this state to this state. No. We need to be able in face animations going from mouth open to smiling. But you don't want to go between all the different shapes here. So that's why this is not a blend tree, a linear blend tree, but a direct blend tree. A direct blend tree means I can go from that shape to that shape or combine it. 50% from that one and 50% from that one. So look here, when we have our character here, look now here, I'm going to zoom in on the face. Okay. So now look here, I can say the mouth open. Eh? Oh! Okay. But I can do the mouth open, and I can say do a little bit smiling on the right side, see, and do a little bit on the smiling on the right side. Okay, now we can do the mouth like half closed, like, yeah, see? Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay. Vodka. Okay. And then the eyes like, yeah, okay, see? Give me vodka. Okay. And this is then, okay. Good party. Okay, see? But anyway, we have all those shapes and you can easily blend them. And then through script, you can say exactly, as you saw before with the triggering of the sliders, we can do it exactly the same with this, triggering the animations on our facial animations. So the result is then easily, we have facial animations and we can blend them like smiling, squinting, all those things. Okay, another thing that we see here is when I click, I see the flames on my foot. Okay. Now you could write an easily script. If I play that animation, then locate the ankle and add particles to it. But from an artist's viewpoint, that's a lot more work because he has to find out the animation. He has to find where the elements is. So what we've done for artists is really simple. Okay. I'm going to select here my character. Okay. I'm going to base scene. And I can, like say, to fight here, click here. You can attach scripts now right away to the state machine, right away to the state. So I have here a script like trail effect for the particles. Okay, and here it's really simple. We can use on enter state and on exit state. So the programmer can write it, but then the artist can easily attach it to any animation he wants without having to locate the animation or try to find the objects. Okay, so enter state. I do some instantiate here some object. Which one? The particles, and after the animation is played, destroy it. So the result is super simple for animators. Press play, and then the flames are coming out. Okay. Another important element. Here I have my base layer up, and I made those different states. I made a state of fighting. I made a state of dancing. When I click on dance, I have multiple animations here. And when I go fight, I have multiple animations. But what I want to do, I want to blend between that animation from that fighting and going to the animation like dance and blend it with here. So what happened is in the past you had to create all those lines between all different animations. You could not go from one tree to another tree. But the cool thing is what we added here is now on exit and on enter. So I can play that animation, go to this one, and then with exit, I can define, well, go directly to this state and blend with this animation. So you don't have to follow the path. You can go from one animation to another animation in a different tree for blending. And that makes it easier for you to reduce all your blendings you have to make, and also nice controlling your viewport. So here I can show you, look, when I have my character, press play. I'm playing the island animation here, but now I want to click and I'm going to go to fight animation. Click, it goes to the exit, goes to that fighting, goes back to the exit and there. So nicely between different trees. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, but what we always saw here is Mecanim is mainly applied to non-humanoid characters. To humanoid characters. And this character, the other characters saw. But you want to use also Mecanim on non-humanoid characters. We did that before, but it was still not the best. What we added is also delta root motions for non-humanoid characters. So let me show you this. I'm going to go here to my ding 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 to my scene. Okay, here. And there. Look, I have a little bug. Okay. So, and let me show you this. I have a move animation. Instead of using a linear animation, you can also use 2D animation. Okay. So look here. This is my joystick, the value of my joystick. If I move forward, play the animation forward. When I go to the back, play the animation backward. So that's the animation. Look, press play. I don't see it here in this one. If I click on that, I don't see the animation. No, that's not a problem. So you see, that's just my animations I place here, and based on my joystick, if I move forward, left, right, play the according animation. Okay, I'm going to select my bug. I'm going to show you some things. Okay, I have my bug here. Okay, and I'm going to go to the window animation. Okay, and I'm going to take that animation window and place it here. Okay, so look here, that's an animation moving upwards. Okay, I have an animation moving west. Okay, I have an animation using east. Okay, so I have a different direction animations, and those are in here in my controller. Okay, that's my control. Those animations are placed here, and then my joystick can go. That's the input of my joystick. I can go to where all those different animations I have. Okay, you see here when I press play, you see that triggers the correct responding animation here. Okay. Now what I want to do in Unity 4.3, you could not use that as a root motion. Why? Well, what it did, it played that animation and ultimately went back to the same frame here. It played that. So you had to push the moving forward through a script. Okay. You could do it with 2D characters, but what's happened is you play it one time the animation, and then it moves the root forward to keep going. We want that with that bug too. Well, we added that. And how we do that? It's pretty wicked. And go here to north, the animation north. Okay, and what I have to do is here, okay, click here on generate mood motion. So it knows the beginning, knows the end, and push it forward. So the result is now that I have press play. Okay. When I press forward, I will keep playing that animation over and over and over, but I move the root. See? So when I press down, I place the animation tongue. When it comes to the end, it moves the root. So now nicely, we can use delta root motions on non-humanoid characters. Okay. So, this was a quick overview how we can actually use Mecanim as an input for your character animations and for 2D characters, but also use it, as you see, for 2D animation and also for delta root motions on non-humanoid characters. Okay, super simple, and we are building more and more on Mecanim out to make it performance. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know also a few things here. I'm gonna open my PowerPoint. If you really want to learn more about Mecanim, I really encourage you to go to our website, Unity, and there you have a section Learn. There you're going to find movie files about Unity, how Mecanim, how you use Mecanim in production. Okay? And if you want to ask questions, feel free to ask questions. What are your questions? But also you can contact me always on my Twitter account, on my email account, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also PayPal if you really want to get in touch with me. But I want to thank you to come out here and to listen to me. Also, Andy Touch, maybe stand up for a second, is here. Andy Touch is one of our key evangelists in Europe. So if you have questions, he can always come over to Moscow. He loves a lot of things here in Moscow. Okay. But thank you, and if you have questions, feel free to ask. So, thank you.
Can your Teddy jump from idle? I saw he can jump from run.
Yeah, so look here, we can show you quickly something here. Okay, so there's two ways you can do that. One, okay, let me go to animation controller here. Okay, so Teddy, so we can do this. We can actually do this. Okay, you could do this, or here any state. From any given position or any animation I'm playing, and actually I can go to jump to. So you can do it by making a lot of lines or with this. Yeah, thank you.
Another question.
Can we find this animation in a library, or we must make it before blending?
So all those animations are used in this project. You can find them in our asset store. And if you type in Mecanim, there you will find it. You can use all those animations commercially too. We also have uploaded an animation library of 100 animations, also totally for free to use. So everything what I showed you, you can use totally for free. Give a take Mecanim. Of course, there's people who sell animations on the store, and you can also make animation and sell them on the store. And then the people can use them on any different character they want. Like here, Mecanim example scenes. Click on this. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. So here you're going to find, and you're going to have all the animations too that I used today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What about not standard characters, not human type? For example, dragon. He has he can fly. He has wings. So what about such 3D characters? You showed us 2D and 3D humanoid character.
So there's a few things I want to talk about that. So everything can be used for non-humanoid characters like this. In this case, I have this character that I control, also a Mecanim here. Okay. So here I have the MindBot. So here I have the animations of running backwards, left, right, forward, back, and I can then blend between those different animations. Okay. Of course, you have to have the specific animation for this one. Okay.
And when we make animator, how can we set this character to humanoid?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So here I have my MindBot. Okay, here I'm gonna say in the rig, generic instead of humanoid. And then if you want to do like create a mask on this, you can create an avatar mask. Instead of human, you're gonna say transform. And I'm going to load this one, let's say MindBot here, click here, import the skeleton, and then you can define which bones not to use or to use. Okay. There's also another thing you can do is if a dragon, you could create a skeleton like a human a little bit, and then blend between different humanoid animations even there. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you.
In English, please.
Okay.
Can I use the system to animate, to create not only skeleton animation, for example,
sprites?
With material animation for material properties and so on?
Yeah, you can actually use anything in this. It doesn't have to be for motion animation. It could be for any animations you create. You can use Mecanim for that. So look, in this case, look, I'm going to open here, to a different project. Let's say, okay, this open a project here. Okay, hold on a second. Ding 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 ding. Come on. I might have maybe an old project that I should not open. Okay. Okay, what I can do is this. Okay, wait a second. Here, I'm going to open this one. Okay, I'm going to show you an example. Okay, I'm going to go here to like animation sprites, different images instead of using animating. So look here, you can go to 2D sprites. Yeti, take all those animations. Those are images, see, like images. Okay, so look, you're going to take that, drag that in Unity. Okay, now I'm going to say they're all sprites. Okay, quickly, sprites, apply. Okay, if I'm going to take here, like I have the animation moving here, falling. No, I can do here idle. It's nothing to do with keyframing, it's just images. Look. Drag and drop that in there. We call it idle. Okay. Now the cool thing is this. Look, that object has an animator automatically generated with this idle. The idle animation here, okay, is an animation of different images, swapping images. So it's nothing to do with keyframing from motion. Okay. Now I can go here and say to my scene, I have here like running also, and keyframing from images. Drag it in here, run. Okay. Now I can delete this, select this one, go to the animator, and take the run animation. See? And now make a transition. Okay. And I go to the animator. Now I'm going to play the idle animation and the run animation. So now I'm keyframing just images, nothing to do with motion. I can also do, look on a light. If I create, let's say, a point light, okay, and I'm going to change the color. So look, I'm going to go to the point light, going to make an animation. Click, create a new clip, color. Okay, now we can say add a curve, the color, add a curve, light. Color, and here I can change the color maybe to red. So look here, I make an animation from changing light color. Well, automatically that's stored in my animator here. So now you can blend between everything. So what we did was, the philosophy is that Mecanim works for all animations, not just for characters, or for anything you want, because of the performance. Yeah. Thank you for the question. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now another question.
Okay, so I have two questions, last questions. This animation with light, some days later I tried to make animation of background with alpha channel. Yeah. I did it, and when I tried to code it, I couldn't do it because it plays automatically.
So you want to say that this, the color, is this what you're talking about?
No. Yeah. Alpha channel.
Yeah, there's a bug in there for the moment. You say like, you keyframe that and it didn't update in the image. Is that what you talk about?
No. If I write code that if I press some button, this animation will be played. Yeah. So when I start my game, animation plays when I don't press any button. It plays automatically.
Okay.
If there is a loop mode and
no, you have to watch out here. Look here. That animation will play automatically. Okay, because it's set to orange play.
Okay, if we want not to play it automatically,
then you can create an empty animation.
Empty.
And set that as default.
Okay.
And then you can transition to there.
Okay, I understand. And the last question: Mecanim makes inverse kinematics automatically or not?
No, Mecanim. If you make an animation in another software that's inverse kinematic, you have to plot it or bake it to forward kinematics to import it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all. But you can do an inverse kinematic override through a script. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, one more question.
Hi, I have a quick question about animating properties, like you showed right now. Is it available in 4.3 or only?
Yes, that's all available in 4.3.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Feel free to come up to me. Hopefully I see you tonight at the parties. Yeah.